What's good, y'all? What's good? We're back here today. You know what it is. It's that hot shit. Smogon Premier League Week 8. Blunder versus Will of Fire. So, let's just throw some backstory up real quick. So, this is versus Will of Fire. This is actually the guy who won the tournament that I had hosted. This man, I had to give him a $1,000 check. So, he's popping. He's popping. I like that I was able to match up versus him this week because it was like, damn, I didn't even play my own tour because, I'm too fire. If I won, people would have accused me of rigging the matchup. So, I just sat this one out. So I was like, great, I get to play the winner of this shit. That'll be fun. Let's see what's good. And, this man brought a pretty disgusting team. When I was preparing for this game, so I played him on Sunday. So yesterday, what's it called? So from the beginning of the week, I knew he was going to stall. Like, I was very sure he'd stall because he's a big team builder. And all the teams I had run in Sun Moon so far, I'm like 4-0 in Sun Moon up to this point, had been like Magirna offense, shit like that. Just like easy to play offense, honestly. So I figured he would just stall me for sure. And his team is not really stall. It's more of like a semi-stall balance. But nevertheless, it's pretty nice versus me. Ditto is a really, really strong pick. Because I like, all those setup sweepers. So if shit hits the fan, he can always just ditto and revenge me with that. Honestly, picking my team, CTC made this team a couple weeks ago. And I used it only in like 1 or 2 games. But CTC had played with it a lot, and he really liked it. He said it was a lot of fun. And honestly, it looked pretty good. I picked this team. It's not that great versus stall. Like, the matchup I have here isn't too good. But I didn't think he'd bring Chansey Ditto. Like, I didn't think he'd bring that. I thought he'd bring more like like Ladias, fat balance maybe. So I thought this shit would destroy balance. So you can see Komodo right there. That's Z move, stealth rock, close combat flamethrower, and then Z move clanging scales. This set is fucking fire. Oh my god, this shit is flames. It gets up rocks pretty easily, and it can get 2 kills easily. And you pair that with Lopany, which is power up punch, and then Excadrill, which is swords dance, and it's basically triple setup, but you wouldn't even think that. So it's lit. And then Tangrowth and Zapdos, defensive core. This Zapdos is actually HP ice. And then the T-Tar is like super shit. It's smooth rock, Stone Edge, Pursuit, Crunch, Fire Blast. Shout outs to my boy Pearl for giving me some EVs for this. It has EVs in all 6 stats, and goddamn, it didn't do anything. But anyway, that's how I picked my team. And let's just hop right into it. This is a pretty long intro. But anyway, I knew that looking at it, the matchup was going to be tough, especially because Scizor was probably going to sweep me if I didn't somehow kill it with Flamethrower, Komodo, or Fire Blast T-Tar, because my Zapdos doesn't have Heat Wave, it has HP Ice. I knew Pex was going to be a big threat as well. And other than that, I was like, Hippowdon can be annoying if my shit gets toxic, but I just have to play aggressively. I also know that he has a fatter team, so I am going to be able to make those big plays and get away with them. So straight off the bat, I'm going to predict the Tornadus T lead and lead off with Zapdos. He's going to switch out into Hippowdon turn 1, and I predict that, and I go into Komodo because, like I said, I need to make these aggressive plays. I need to put myself in the fastest situation I can to win before he gets up T-Spikes, before rocks go up, Scizor gets +2, all this bullshit. I need to just be quick about it. So I double into my Komodo straight off the bat because I know he's going to hard switch out into Hippowdon. Works out because I'm going to be able to throw these rocks up as he goes right into Toxapex. I Clanging Scales here to scout, and I get a crit as he goes for a T-Spike. This is an important crit because I have Z-move Clanging Scales. And it would kill from this range, and he would lose his Pex. And if he loses his Pex, that's just really frustrating for him. He wouldn't want to lose his Pex this early on in the game, especially when it's like his main check to Komodo. But anyway, now here I make a God read. I know he's going to go to Chansey. I know he's going to try to bait the Z, and Chansey is not that useful versus my team. So I'm going to go right for the close combat as he does actually go into Chansey. So that shit was such a fire play by me. It works out. Now here, if I had the biggest balls in the world, I would have gone for the Z Clanging Scales and killed the Tornadus, and this man would have had to sign off forever. But I was like, no. I already got the Chansey low. Let's just not get too greedy and take what I can get. So I weaken the Chansey, which is kind of cool. It can still recover on Tangrowth and Zapdos, but all the other 4 would kill it, so that's fine. Just got to make sure I don't have those things in on possible Chansey double. But in comes Torn. I got to switch out of here because Hurricane will kill me, obviously, as I bring in my Zapdos. And judging by that damage, and judging by the fact that CC did 27%, I'm no attack investment. It's max special attack, and it's not helmet. I'm very sure that the Tornadus is Z move, so it has some special attack investment for sure. He goes into hip out on. I double out here into my Tangrowth because I do not want him going into hip out on and getting up rocks. So I go into Tangrowth instead, get the poison, but it's whatever. Tangrowth's pretty shit this game regardless. He goes into Pex as I double out into my Zapdos, predicting the Pex to come in. I go for a discharge as he hits me with a Toxic. This is fine. I was just limiting Pex's HP, honestly. I double out again back into my Tangrowth, expecting him to bring in Hippowdon. So yeah, I'm making all the aggressive plays, just trying to get a feel for it. I mean, I'm not really gaining much mileage. I realize at this point right here, I go for Earthquake here, trying to hit Pex on the switch. Overly ambitious play. Not a good play on my part. But anyway, I realize at this point I need to defog away the T-Spike and kill and start getting kills with Komodo. I still have my Z, which is very nice. So I just have to be smart with that, but I realize I need to defog away this T-Spike ASAP, and it sucks because I made such an effort of getting up my rocks on the first turn, but I knew I'd have to get rid of the T-Spike because if Komodo was part of a timer, I'd be screwed for sure. So I bring in Zapdos as he Hurricanes again. The fact that I'm static Zapdos means he's never going to U-turn out, which is great. He goes back in Hippowdon as I double. No, I defog here, right? I defog because I was like, okay, Hippowdon's coming in. He's going to get rocks, but fuck it. I cannot afford my Komodo getting poisoned. So I go into this shit and I get up my rocks here as he goes for Earthquake. Does an okay amount, but Komodo has pretty good defenses, so it's fine. I drop it here because I'm like, whatever, let's get it. And it does a shit ton to Hippo. He makes a good read and slacks off. Yeah, he slacks off here. Now he's going to go into Chansey and sack it. And then he has a Ditto, and I was like, oh shit, because you copy all the stats, and I was like, oh, this is bad. So he brings in his Ditto, and I'm going to have to switch out of here. I'm looking at my team thinking, what do I got to sack? And T-Tar looks to be the most useless. It's walled by Pex. It's walled by Hippowdon. It doesn't even have Stealth Rock on it. It's like, I know it's going to be pretty useless this game. So I throw it out because all my other five are, my other four are more important. As he goes right for the CC, knocks my shit out, and that's that. It's fine though. I can go into my Zapdos here, and he's not about to stay in and risk getting staticked. So I'm just going to get a free roost here as he brings in Hippowdon. Hippowdon, he brings it because he wants to get his free slack off so he can deal with Lopunny and Excadrill. So at this point, I was thinking, I'm in a really horrible situation. So I'm thinking, okay, look, the plays I need to make now are sacking my Lopunny to chip away Hippowdon. That's what I realized. I realized if I'm able to bring in Lopunny, I'm Power Up Punch. I can Power Up Punch on the switch to obvious Hippowdon, high jump kick, do 55-60% damage, and then try and force an SD Excadrill sweep. That was my mentality. I was like, that's the only way I could win. At this point, I was like, shit, like, I'm really not sure what I got to do. Komodo is down to like 60%, so plus 2 Scizor is going to sweep my ass as well. So I was just trying to get something started as fast as I could. Switch on to the Tangrowth here, of course, just to scare the Hippowdon out. With the threat of Giga Drain, knockoff, whatever the case may be, as he goes into Tornadus T. Now I bring in Lopunny like a boss. Oh my god, what a fire play by me. Double into Lopunny because I know he's gonna bring in Tornadus, and then I go for Power Up Punch. Balenciaga Steppin', if anyone's heard that song, shout out Lil Keed. Balenciaga featuring 21 Savage. I always listen to a song during my games. Every week I got a new banger. It wasn't this song. It was this week I was listening to Babysitter by DaBaby featuring Offset. Such a fire song. And last week I listened to, like, hold on, I gotta think about this shit. What was it? Oh man, what did I listen to last week? It was some fire though. Damn, I really can't remember. I'll tell you what I listened to this week. It's gonna be The Real Hood Babies by Lil Got It. I know I listened to shit. Yeah, I actually can't remember. Oh, I listened to some Offset song 2 weeks ago. That shit was fire as well. Anyway, everything goes as planned. I high jump kick the Hippowdon. Earthquake does a shit ton, so he's able to switch out here and kill me with sand, which sucks. He goes into Tornadus T on HJK. I know he's not gonna go Pex, but I just HJK away. I crit it. That shit didn't matter because I know this is Z move, so it's not max HP. Yeah, and even then, sand is up too. So even if it was max HP, I still have a chance. And if it wasn't max HP, then it's like for sure destroyed with sand. So it didn't matter. Yeah, so I kill off Torn there. In comes Komodo as he brings in Scizor. Now his Ditto has already looked at my Komodo. I even forgot that. I just figured he would scout Flamethrower regardless. So I know his Scizor has to switch out here as I'm going to Clinging Scales into Toxic Specs. Great read by my part because now I guarantee myself a KO. He is not going to go into Scizor because if I Flamethrower and predict that, he's so screwed. And I've just been playing like pretty nice. And he sacks Ditto here and I was like, oh bro, what you doing? He sacks Ditto because he wants to keep Pex. So he doesn't. I don't know why he did that actually. I feel like he should have kept the ditto, but he throws it out, and I was like, bet. Talk specs comes in again as clinging scales. I mean, he had to sack something to clinging scales after I predicted the talk specs, but I guess he didn't want it to hit pout. Yeah, because if he did hit pout on, I would have won with extra drill, probably. Yeah. Okay. But still, that was because he could have. I don't know. Anyway, I clinging scales there. Go for a crit. I go into extra drill hard, knowing he's gonna recover. I go right for my earthquake right here. I do 69% as he scalds and does 66 as with a crit. He's now going to switch hard into his scissor because he needs to keep his pecs. So I'm gonna earthquake here, and that's gonna be that. He's gonna roost up as I go for the SD. I assumed it was knockoff on this team, so knockoff would probably kill me at 50, or knockoff plus BP would, and then I'd have to discharge. But he starts roosting. I'm gonna earthquake again as he SDs himself, and then bullet punch is obviously not gonna kill me from 64, so he's gonna lose to SD drill. He really fucked up this end game. Like, I won't even lie. He probably should have won with scissor, but he really fucked this shit up. Shout outs. I mean, like, I'm super happy I won because I played my balls off, and like I had like a dog shit matchup versus a stall, and I got the flex of Komodo, so I couldn't even be happier with this game. I remember after this shit ended, I was popping off. I'm like, yo, I'm the GOAT. I was like, I'm too much. But yeah, shout outs to Will of Fire. You gotta give me back my $1,000 now. No, I'm just playing. But yes, I win. So I'm on a 5-0 Sun and Moon win streak. I'm 7-1 in the tournament now, bro. Tied for best record, bro. I'm fucking too much. Yeah, my team won our 6th straight week. We have no negative records on our team anymore. We're going to playoffs next week. It's just too easy. My team is way too good. Everybody's just winning. So shit, it's awesome. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week with the next week 9's game. And yeah, peace.